So why are the Republicans so eager to render themselves a permanent minority status by agreeing to amnesty, immigration reform, which is going to result in millions more instant new Democrats, against which the Republicans will be hopelessly uncompetitive? Why would they do it? You want to take a stab? You got to. Okay, what is it? What is your Snerdley? Snerdley says they see that they're going to be permanently defeated anyway by a rising Hispanic population if they don't do this. It's what they fear. Maybe there's a theory, there's an answer to the question that you know and I know, and it revolves around their hatred, too strong a word. The Republican Party is embarrassed of its base. How many times have I sat here and reminded you of this? The Republican Party, I've told you stories. I'll repeat one. Hamptons, 1992, 1993. My first ever trip to the Hamptons, dinner party, at the home of a famous American, Republican. After dinner, out on the deck, guy comes up to me and a name you'd know. Not going to tell you who. Punches me with his finger in the chest. What are you going to do about the Christians? Remember now, this is my first trip there. I'm with these people for the first time in my life, and I'm really sizing it all up and wondering why I'm really there. And I mean, these are very wealthy, powerful Republicans. This guy's pounding me in the chest. What are you going to do about the Christians? So what are you talking about? Abortion! They're killing us! The pro-lifers are killing us, and they listen to you. Some of the same people have done the same thing to me on gun control. You have got to tell these people to back off on guns. You've got to tell these pro-lifers to just quiet down. I've heard them say they get embarrassed going to Republican conventions with the pro-life crowd that's also there. My first experience of that was in Houston in 1992. Pro-life contingent there was huge, and I remember the way I was treated by that group making other Republicans nervous. The bottom line is that the Republican Party is embarrassed by its own base. The Republican Party is ashamed of its base. They accept the Democrat caricature of the Republican base. Southern, hayseed, hicks, pro-lifers, pickup truck driving, gun rack in the back window people, chewing tobacco, and going to church and talking about God all the time. But they really see them as a bunch of zealots when it comes to abortion. And all these guys I'm talking about have wives who nag them about it, don't want any part of the pro-life crowd, embarrassed to be with them in the conventions. So the theory goes that this is a way to get rid of the Republican base. This, supporting amnesty and having the Democrats win big-time elections after this, is a way for the party to finally get rid of its base. Now you say, well, replace it with what? Don't ask me, but I'm guessing, I assume that some Republicans think that there's a new group of people that would become their base. If they just got rid of these pro-lifers, they've just got rid of this religious crowd, if they just got rid of the Christians, if they just got rid of these gun nuts, the bitter clingers, as Obama did. If the Republicans just got rid of those people, a lot more people would like Republicans. And maybe some of the people voting Democrat would then vote Republican. Because some of the people voting Democrat would love to vote Republican, except they also don't like the hicks. And they also don't like the hayseeds and the religious people. There you have a possible theory. But even when you drill that down, when you drill deep down into that one, you still ask, how in the world? The Republican base is 24 million votes. The Republicans aren't going to win anything without them. That was demonstrated in 2008. It was demonstrated in 2012. It was demonstrated in 1992, and it was demonstrated in 1996. You don't win without them. So what do they think is going to replace if they if they drive their current base away? What is the current base going to do? Just sit there and not participate anymore? How is voting for amnesty going to cause the base to leave the party? Isn't it going to maybe inspire the base to want to finally take it over? Now, there will be some third-party advocates, but if that happens, the Republicans are dead, double dead politically, if a third party forms. But it is believable and understandable that the Republican establishment, their consultants and all that, really don't like a lot of the base. They don't like conservatives, be they Christians, be they pro-lifers, be they so-called gun nuts. It's just conservative. They didn't like Reagan, as you know.